Hello and welcome back to the best thing you watched. I've got myself, Ruben from the Ruby Tuesday. I've also got Chris, uh, Movies and Munchies. I've just confused both of us in the span of the opening. Anyway, hello, Chris.
Hi, Ruben. That was great.
Hello, everybody joining us online now. I'm just turning up my volume. Sorry, you'll have to excuse some teething problems. New setup, new gear, so that, thanks to Chris, actually, who gave us a bunch of stuff new toys to play with. So,
It
uh,
looks great. I love the new setup.
yeah, I mean, the setup has been arduous and it's been taking a while. So, and it's been painful. Like, I thought my worst housing thing to do was to do wallpaper. I
Oh,
hate oh,
I hate
the
wallpaper.
bubbling. It caused a massive rift between my father and I. We almost went back to South Africa when we almost moved continents.
Wow.
But now flat pack shelving that doesn't quite fit with the screws that don't quite go in.
Mm,
It's a new hate. Yeah, yeah,
lovely.
yes.
Yes.
So anyway, we're here to talk about the best thing that we watched this week. Chris will give us the answers to the movie quiz from last week. We're going to be changing up the format a little bit, but you'll see that as we go. We're going to talk about one or two things that we really enjoyed this week, and perhaps something that's not quite good, or perhaps just downright poo, depending on what we watch. As always, we will talk to you guys in the comments because that is our favorite bit, connecting with you. I love our community. I think we've got people that come, every week, just chatting and chatting about the things that we love to talk about, and also are not afraid to call us on our shit if we're like, no, this is absolutely crap. In the comments, they'll be like, what did you watch?
The
This is
beauty of
Oscar
media.
worthy. You know, Venom: The Last Stand is Oscar worthy. So, uh, the Last Dance, even the Last Stand. Yes. So this week in our Patreon, which starts at just £1, we're going to be diving into season 2 of The Tulsa King, which I'm excited to talk about. One of our Patreons asked us to review that. It was one of the choices, and so we've spent like the last couple of weeks catching up. And so today we're going to be talking about that. So if you want to hear us talk about The Tulsa King, Sly Stallone's TV series, then you can hear that and 100 other videos for like £1. So just, give it a
That's
try. If you don't like
crazy.
it, you've lost £1. So, um, should we say hello to who's here?
Yes. Why don't we do that? Let's see here. Let me hop over to the comments and also make a
Time code.
time code. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because that's important. Um, M King, hey, how are you? Welcome. Glad. Happy Saturday to all. Yes.
Hello.
Happy Saturday, crochet a while and listen. Oh, starting to feel like winter there. Snow is in the air. Ooh.
We had some. It didn't settle, but it was there for like an hour, and then it sadly melted away.
Oh, well, that's a bummer. But
Hmm.
we here in Northern California have been having a lot of rain and gray
Ooh,
skies, and it's been
yeah.
wonderful.
That's your happy place.
It is, except I took the dog out this morning and it was sunny. So,
No, it's back.
yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that this is just like a small reprieve and then we'll go back to that cold gray. Just, oh, we won't get snow here where I'm at, but, cold and gray is absolutely fine.
Nice.
Um, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Crochet a while and listen is enjoying the new setup that you have also. Yeah, I like it. I think it, not that
Thanks.
the other didn't look great. It's just I mean, it's different, but I
It's
like
just
it.
more
It's cool.
organized. It feels cleaner. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Leo the short guy. Hey. Hello. Bunny Dojo, Rabbit Care, and Bun Fun. Happy Saturday there. How are you? Um, okay, mode. Which country's movies or series do you enjoy the most? Like Indian, Swedish, German, or another?
I think
That's a
that's an unfair question because I think it depends on what's good at the moment. Doesn't matter where it's from in the world.
Yeah, because I really enjoy some German series
Hmm.
like Dark, um, but other ones also.
Wait, Chris likes dark.
What?
What?
But I also, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's tough because I think from you and I, we love content from all over the world.
For sure. Yeah.
And that's like I don't want to limit myself and certainly not afraid to read subtitles or watch something from, other cultures, which I think is wonderful too, because the world becomes smaller, but I learn so much
Mm.
through the media. Whether it's a fabrication, it's just a fantasy type of thing, I still get to see the world through their creative eyes. Or if it's
Yeah.
telling some
I
dark
mean,
story.
we go for 3 phases as well. Look, when the South Korean content first started on Netflix, the genre became saturated over that. But
Mhm.
that first year was like gold content. It was
Yeah.
amazing. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I would have said at that point that my favorite stuff to watch at the time was South Korean
Mhm.
content. But so it goes. It depends on who's releasing what. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I watched a Swedish series this week, which was eh. So,
It was, yeah.
but there's other Swedish series that I really enjoy. So it's yeah,
Mm.
like I could never qualify or like broad stroke any of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just kidding. Hey, good morning. Matthew's gonna send me some snow. Yeah,
Nice.
no, I don't really need the
Get a wet
snow.
envelope.
Yeah. I get a cooler filled with water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't want the snow necessarily. I just want the cold and the gray. Oh gosh. Hello, Mad Titan. Glad
The
you're
mad
here too.
gadget is in the house.
Sharam, hey. Doing well, I think. And let's see here. Okay, Man City and Tottenham in an hour. Nice.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna root for Tottenham. So I don't know how they're doing, but there you go. Ruben, who are you gonna vote for? Who are you rooting for?
I don't care. Sorry.
Fair
I don't
enough, yeah.
there's not enough in me to go either. You guys kick the ball. You do it good.
Fair enough. Hey, Sully. If you've not checked out Sully's channel, go over there. Sully Streams does a lot of movie reviews and
I like
TV
Sully's
series.
intros. Sully Streams.
Yeah.
I try to like copy different random accents from around America, but Sully's one is particularly because it's strong, so it's very hard for me to do it. But that Sully Streams, I love that. It's
He's
great.
got that deep radio voice too.
Oh man, he could totally be
The
a
announcer
presenter on
type.
TV. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm. Yeah, so go check him out. But been waiting until the end of Arcane before diving into the final season. I have not watched the final 3 episodes yet. For me, this has been a very emotional type of
My gosh, yeah.
season. I mean, the way that Act 2 ended was, even though I saw it coming, I mean, that whole act is setting that up. That is brutal and tragic on so many different levels. So I'm very curious at what that does again to Jinx, but then also the relationship that is kind of there between Vi and Jinx again. So
yeah. It's amazing. You can see where the 250 million went, but worth it. Worth every penny. Yeah,
absolutely. And for anybody that doesn't know, Arcane is an animated series based on League of Legends, which is a game I've never played. It's
tiny game.
Yeah, couple 100 million people playing or something like that. It's on Netflix. These are the last 3 episodes that dropped today.
Yeah, and then
Saturday,
it's finished. There's no more. So
No more. 2 seasons.
at least for this story, because they have talked about doing other stories based in the League of Legends universe.
Will they do you think they'll do the same type of animation?
I hope so, because it's obviously done well for them.
It's one of the most beautiful animated series I've ever seen.
For sure. Yeah.
So, any recommendations like Dark and From?
Ooh. I mean, there's Lost.
Stop. Hi, Tough Cookie. Also,
Tough Cookie, Fringe. If you haven't seen that, Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency. If you haven't seen that, Chris.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. There are some that like stick with me. I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed Dark Matter, but I think I also, because I really enjoyed the book, I don't think it needs a second season.
The Expanse.
I've not seen that, but I've heard that that's brilliant.
It's phenomenal. Yeah, it's really good. It might be better than Dark. Yeah.
No. While it's not anywhere near the same genre as Dark or From, Luther, starring the beautiful man Idris Elba, is 5 seasons. I don't really like the 5th season too much, just because it changed tone, but it still has Idris Elba, so definitely worth watching there. And in the U.S., it's on Hulu. I found that out this week. It had disappeared from Netflix, and so now I'm binging it again on Hulu. So there you go. Okay, Shram has so Tulsa King season 2, good, better than season 1. Finale was just decent and a bit underwhelming. Okay.
Well, we're going to be talking about that in Patreon today. So
yeah. Is Gladiator 2 worth watching in the theater? Shram, we will get to that in just a little bit, but that is a great question. Also, your kids, your neighbor's kids are so excited about Mufasa.
I have one answer to that. That's a problem that could have been fixed by contraception.
Wait, the neighbor's kids or the heart?
Yes. They wouldn't be excited because they wouldn't exist. Which is
that's
really dark.
That's
joke. I'm sorry.
Yes. Matthew, in IMAX. That's where I saw it also. Little brother's in 8th grade. Do you think he's going to enjoy it? Well, we will get to that, but short answer, yes. A lot of it takes place in the Coliseum, so there's a lot of action. And it's creative. So yeah.
Nice.
Reluctant to see it, but you enjoyed it. Mad Titan, is that? I think you're talking about Gladiator, probably. Yeah, probably.
Mad Titan, let us know. Which do you prefer, the first or the second?
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Love from. Yeah. Bodies, the miniseries on Netflix was great. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Bodies.
Yeah,
You're still 25.
What does that mean? It's just that we're old?
Maybe. I don't know.
Why are you going to go there?
I don't know.
Because he's a sports baby. Because the picture is definitely, well, to me, that says cricket jumper.
Oh.
So I do wonder if Sharam's into cricket.
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. It looks like not college, but early career, just nice professional look there.
I was just thinking cricket, but that shows.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and now we're going to just critique everybody's thumbnail images.
Yes, let's do it. I like Mad Titans because obviously Bunny Dojo has a fantastic.
Oh yeah. So here we'll just go.
To be honest,
just the with
cool.
with the around
Ninja Bunny. I want to see it. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and Sharam watches cricket, but is definitely more a football fan.
Okay.
So,
Which is the best football team, Sharam?
There's so many.
Yeah. Well, you have to choose one. You have to support one, right?
Wrexham.
Wrexham is the best. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so see, Tough Cookie loved Bodies also, and Luther. Oh, have not seen Fringe. You are in for a treat.
Oh, I'm so jealous of people that get to watch like things that I love for the first time. Because like your enjoyment, the first time I watched The Matrix, the first time I watched Lord of the Rings, Fringe is one of those that I was like every week I was just like, this is so good.
Especially like if you did you like the X-Files?
Of course. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Because
it's
Fringe couldn't.
X-Files.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fringe couldn't exist if we didn't have things like the X-Files. But then the X-Files couldn't exist if we didn't have things like Kolchak and
What?
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 Have you never seen Kolchak?
No, I'm not that old. Sorry.
Moving on. Darren McGavin. Dude, I think you'd enjoy it. It's probably, I have not
It's
seen it for
probably
quite a
dated
while.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably very aged, but
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's again one of those things that, you have to, it's the predecessor type of thing. It broke through different little things, which like, Twilight Zone did. I mean, Twilight Zone gave us these bothersome stories and social commentaries and mixed them with sci-fi and things that were bizarre, and that
Yeah.
allowed all these other creative shows to even exist. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I will add it to my never-ending list.
There you go. Yes, that you'll never get to. I understand. It's okay. I have the ones that like I really, really want to see, and then some of them that just
Yeah, just like,
they're in the list.
if I had another life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Indians love cricket. Okay.
Oh, Sharam. Oh, Real Madrid is the
Yeah.
answer. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Sharam, in cricket, do you know the term for when once the ball's been bowled and the guy
What was that again? What?
bowled, and the cricket bat connects with the cricket ball and it bounces along the field, but then hits the wicket keeper's. It's not even called the wicket. I think it's called the wicket keeper. It hits the hat. There's a particular name. The hard hat. If the ball hits that, there's a name for it. I want to see if Sharam knows.
Do you get like 30 extra points?
I think if instead of a 4, I think it's a 5, which is really random. So if the ball hits and goes out to the boundaries, there might be an extra point. I don't know if they still have that rule, but we'll see.
The only thing I know about cricket comes from the Fantastic Mr. Fox,
Nice.
and that's
the
not
most
really
exciting
even-
cricket you'll ever watch.
I love it. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Just getting started watching Alice in Borderland. Oh,
You're in for a ride. A gory
Okay.
ride.
yeah. What was it? Episode 3 of season 1? Like just about broke everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just
That's when we knew we were hooked, but also we were like, damn it,
yeah.
this is going to be
Yeah.
harsh.
Yeah. I think I think it picks up again from what I remember because I really enjoyed the energy of the last and how it becomes. I mean, I think it struggled a tiny bit or at least it felt like it was because we weren't sure where things were going.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. It picks up towards the end.
Yeah, there's definite like suspense and peril and some
yeah.
biting of nails.
Loads of that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Hi, Niket.
I just hear that cartoon blinking with the eye. Clink, clink.
Nice,
When I see
yes. Tough Cookie is that old. I'm thinking Kolchak. So, yes. Awesome. Good. Okay. And Mad Titan did mean Gladiator 2. Gladiator 1, top 5 movies of all time. That's like you, Ruben, holding it as the absolute masterpiece.
Kingdom of Heaven more.
Sure. Sure. And I enjoyed that one. The director's cut. I haven't seen the other
Director's
one.
cut, yeah.
Yeah. They linked the Lucius to Maximus. Yeah, the gripe that you had. Yeah, I was more bummed also that even some of Lucius's story was told in the trailer.
Yeah,
Like
it should not have been. Yeah,
yeah, stop. Like we didn't need that, you know.
no.
So anyway, um, Mufasa's getting dubbed into regional languages by Indian superstars. But see, you know that for this type of movie, the dubbing, I don't think. I mean, I think it's cool that they're getting the superstars to do it, but
That's gonna make a whole different other movie. Like, just feel totally different,
yeah. Oh my gosh.
which might be more entertaining. To be fair.
It could be. Yes, I have zero desire to see it. If the ball hits the wicket keeper's helmet, the batting team gets 5 runs.
Yeah, cool. I thought it was called something particular, but yeah. So that is a thing. So weird.
It's not. It's not, but it's not actually. You don't have an actual name for it. Did you know the name of it?
No.
Were you coming? Oh, okay. Oh, so you had a genuine question. It wasn't something cheeky that you wanted to see if Sharon
No, it was
knew.
that also. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. Oh, Matthew saw Honora this week. Okay, first Sean Baker movie you've seen. I definitely benefited from some more cuts. Loved it too. Sean Baker recommendations. You know what? I don't know. Let me look here. Well, Florida Project is supposed to be very, very, very good. I've not seen it though.
Yeah. Don't ask me about those.
Ruben has discovered that he
Different feelings towards those.
does not enjoy those types of character movies. I have no, oh wait, that's writer. Let me see, director. Looking here, I've heard of some of these movies that he's done.
Rockets.
Or Red Rocket,
Red
yeah,
Rocket,
Red
yeah.
Rocket, yeah.
Oh, I really didn't like that one.
Snowbird, Starlet. I've heard of those. I haven't seen any of them. Maybe even Tangerine. Let me see. I'm clicking on that just to see if it's something that no, I have not seen. I don't even think I've heard of Tangerine. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any, but my guess is that he probably, from what I know of the other films, that they're character driven first off.
Oh yes, yeah.
But not your typical hero protagonist.
No, he
that
does
you
very
would
real
normally see.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, if he humanizes the other characters like he did with Honora,
Mm.
yeah, I could see. I mean, it might be very intriguing and engaging. So, yeah. Steve Catiano, hey, welcome. And you gave a super sticker, which is just like big star there. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's kind of cool. I wish it was animated though. I wish
That'd be so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be more for every.
If we were streaming through like OBS or something, we could do all the.
Do that. Yeah, do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you.
Some,
what?
I was gonna say some streamers inundate.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. Go for 3. Come on. 3.
No, I don't want to. No, you're not getting 3.
Look at the light. Look at the light. Look at the light. Come.
Yeah, it's not working. No. You're always disappointed when I don't do a third one.
Because it's a 3. I feel 3 sneezes are very rare. Very rare.
Yeah.
You
2
know.
sneezes, front, one at the butt. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Sometimes you get a simultaneous one there. Yeah. So that's a butt sneeze.
Butt sneeze. I'm sure I was going to say something interesting, but I got sidetracked.
Okay. Well, that was a fun thing. Tickets for Pusha 2 are too high in India. Have to wait a week or 2 for the decrease in process to watch. Well, and it's crazy that the prices, and the prices are dictated by the like the time it comes out or the popularity.
That seems a little bit dodged, doesn't it?
I mean, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like as we used to have dollar theaters. Did you guys have like discount theaters? Do you have
Yeah,
discount
yeah,
theaters?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, so like after several
Don't
weeks,
anymore.
well, yeah, no, exactly. All those went away because they just pushed it to streaming 2 weeks in. But you know, like okay, so a month out, if you didn't want to go to the theater and see it opening weekend, or you know when all the crowds were there, you go to the dollar theater or the discount theater and catch it before it ends.
Mm.
It's theatrical run, and you just pay a little bit. But
Ugh. Okay,
that
4th of December here in the UK. We'll push back to.
okay, let's see here. I don't even know for.
And we get to choose whether we want to watch it in Tamil or Telugu.
Yeah, December 5th here, so probably the evening of the 4th.
Probably the evening of the 4th, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know though if it's actually playing around me though. Okay. Love you. Hey, welcome. Glad you're here early. Love it. There's Oscar predictions for Best Actress for Nora. Oh yeah, Mikey Madison. And Demi Moore in The Substance. I can.
Oof. You can see both of that.
Yeah.
Like, both of that seems worth. Like the roles, yeah, both those roles were really powerful and required a lot from the actresses. Yeah.
Yeah, it really did. And I think, well, because The Substance goes into body horror, I'm afraid that one might get discounted as an equal.
Be great if a horror got nominated, wouldn't it?
Seriously, come on.
Yeah.
You go by the performance, not.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, we've had a lot. I'm not sorry, but we have had a lot of what is it? Great horrors.
So many that are worth. Smile 2 needs to be nominated. Like honestly, that one was incredible.
And her performance also.
Yeah,
she should be recognized as well. I mean, that is, gosh, it just, and we know it won't because it's a horror movie.
It has a stigma. Yeah.
Yeah. And like for some weird reason, like that it's not a qualified genre of art or something. I don't really know. I don't know what that, too many pinkies up, I think.
What did we do?
I think hi Ruben and Chris.
I
think that's what it is. Because the O and the I, you know, they're very close together.
Hi.
Not without the blues. Hey, yeah. Okay, you did tune in at the right time. And look, see, Florida Project, fantastic. So there you go. Shram, I have not had any access yet to Squid Game Season 2, but it is pretty early. We're a month out. And
yeah, it's like December 26th. I know the embargo is December 26th.
Oh, okay. So,
even if we got it early, they're just
And really they don't need to send them out because they don't need the
that
publicity.
show's big enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, if I was them, I wouldn't, because the surprise of that ending, if it's anything like season 1, will be something that you'd want to keep deadly quiet until
exactly
2. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't be shocked if they say we're not giving out screeners.
Yeah, I'll be like, cool. Yeah. I like it when they tell me.
Absolutely. The ignoring is just, I had several that I was supposed to get this week and just didn't. Even though they said, yeah, we'll get them for you. And then, okay. So anyway, doesn't matter. I've had enough to watch. Yeah. Mode's been watching Day of the Jackal. Awesome. Nice. Yeah, total surprise. First 7 episodes, amazing. Can't wait for the last 3. And it's renewed for season 2.
What? I don't know if I like that. And also, they did that thing again. They've done that thing again, Chris. Oh, what the frick?
You.
My voice just went high.
I want to say something in response to that, but you're
trying to protect the series and
people who haven't
watched it yet.
That is
so dumb.
that okay. We'll leave it at that. We will come back to that comment in a few weeks. Mode, remind us. I'm sure that once you've seen the season finale, that you'll want to also, talk about that. So that just remind us, and then we'll be able to, put it up there. Hey, Steve, first off, thanks for the super chat. And we'll, putting you up there right away, of course. Donate like $50 to $100 on other streams, and sometimes they just totes and goats ignore me.
They just don't say anything.
That's so rude. I mean, we try and interact with everybody on the comments here, just because this is the joy of being.
We haven't even started talking about the best thing we watched this week yet, and we're how long into it?
33 minutes. Hey, we're doing good.
We're
it's a lively discussion today, so this is great. Well, we're glad you're here. I mean, that's awesome, and we do appreciate the super chat. But is there any like movies or shows that was the best thing that you watched this week? Is it, let us know there, because we'd love to talk about it, find out a little bit more about you too. Son of Soils, good evening. Hey, we're glad you're here. Oh my gosh, really? Disappointment of the week, Smile 2.
There's a few people that you can't be right all the time, and then some people are just wrong. So
that's okay. We definitely disagree. I would like to know though, why was it a disappointment? That's what, you know what I mean? Qualify that so that we understand the point of view. I don't think we're going to ever agree with you on that, but I don't know who Robert Meyer Burnett is. A person can only hear about aliens so much. I'm assuming they talk about Alien a lot. Oh goodness. Okay, and then though, love you. Following up to Son of Soils.
The diversity of what we like is always evident here. It's great.
Because I wouldn't put Smile 2 as the best horror, but it's up there. I mean, it was great.
Up there. Yeah. It's only because we've had some really decent horrors this year.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing. If we if this had been in the normal horror year, that it would be, would be like, oh, that could be top of the very top. Like even one of the best movies, not just horror movies, But
what's your best horror movie then? If that's not this year, is it Longlegs?
That's not fair. I have to look again. I have my list, I
have no desire to watch Blink Twice again, just because it made me feel yucky. But that was certainly one of the best I've seen this year.
I mean, if I'm going, let me go, and this isn't even all of the movies, okay? This is just some of the ones that I have listed, but the ones that would qualify horror adjacent, Abigail, Infested, Late Night with the Devil, Longlegs, Strange Darling, In Our Blood, Little Bites,
still haven't seen that,
The Substance, I mean that,
Terrifier 3,
that's 9. Okay, that's 9 horror or horror adjacent movies just right there. So, yeah. I don't even know where I was going with that, but that was answering your question.
You were trying to choose the best one, which you gave me 9. Thanks for that.
Yeah, well, I have over 20 on my top 10 list for the year. So. Okay. Not just horror movies, but just movies in general. So that tells you where I'm at this year. That's gonna suck. Oh, love the Smile 2 debate. Oh, LOL, the Smile 2. Yeah, thought it was significantly better than the first, mostly because holy hell, where did that actress come from? Okay,
right.
So I think most people know her. Well, I think it depends on your generation. A lot of people know her from Aladdin and maybe even what was that Fox show that we were talking about? Wasn't she in that? The time
Ali,
travel.
Ali. Where are you, Jasmine? In the menagerie.
Yeah. Okay. No, do you know what I'm talking about with the
No.
It was the dinosaurs on the new planet or the back in time or whatever that was. It was on Fox. It cost like $1 million per episode. And it didn't last
the James Cameron TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Terra Nova.
Terra Nova is right. Yeah. Yeah. I think she was in that, right?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I know what I know right now staring at this screen.
I'm going to maybe she was. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was the daughter. Okay. But
okay.
I know her. Okay, I know her from Lemonade Mouth.
Right, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that's so good. The soundtrack is awesome because it was a kids movie. It was a Disney movie, and when it came out, our kids were of that age.
Right.
And I don't know if the movie is any good anymore, but the soundtrack still is great. So there you go.
Okay. Nice.
Steve. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you'll be back. Oh no, you'll probably be back to them. Yeah, just because of all the alien talk. But that's okay. Yeah. I love it. Best watch second act of Arcane, but gutted by it. Oh yeah, so much.
It was a tough one.
Yeah,
it was a tough cookie to swallow.
Sorry, just the.
I love how long you're like, all right, you made a really bad joke.
Yeah. I just.
Andre, how you doing, Andre? Nice to have you here.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
How's your dogs? Are they well?
Okay, Mad Titan stuff watched. Okay, so the good, The Heretic, Diplomat Season 2, Gladiator 2, The Substance, and you're on a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here binge, I guess. oh no, I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. That's the other title.
Yes.
Okay, okay. That I'm sorry, that can't. That no. The Bad Members Club, don't know what that is. Smile 2. Oh, see, look at that.
What is happening here?
Oddity for Matthew. Nice. The thing gave me the creeps. Did you watch Oddity?
No, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I've seen the poster.
Yeah, it's there. So that's yeah. Terrifier 3 best horror movie. I don't know best. I mean, it's still long, but I love where the lore's going. And it's gory, and art is hilarious.
Art is hilarious, strangely so, and it still works.
Yeah. Never Let Go, really good. I know that. That sounds good.
Yeah, that's the one with the kids in the woods with the thing and the rope. Yeah.
I love that description because I know what you're talking about. The thing with the kids in the rope in the woods.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Andre's fave is Oddity for this year also. Interesting. Wow. Okay. I've seen a lot of people that really, really, really loved it. Did you see Caveat?
No.
It's not prequel. Really. Yeah. Well, you haven't seen it, right? Because you haven't seen. Yeah. Andre, have you seen it? So, and okay. Lovia saying that she was in Power Rangers or Power Ranger from 2017 and recent Charlie's Angels with Kristen Stewart. Huh?
Yeah, that is not nearly as bad as people made out. I watched it recently, the Charlie's Angels with Kristen Stewart, and I was like, huh. Like,
really?
Yeah, I heard it was like the worst film ever. And I was like, this is not nearly. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. For what it is, right? It's just, yeah. Okay. Thought Smile 1 was okay at best. 2 was all over the place and half an hour too long. Fair enough.
I can see the time thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with the time thing. Yeah. Hi, Tough Cookie. Again, just the smile. Love it. Okay, Ruben,
Yeah.
should we at this point?
Should we start?
Yes.
Yes. Let's do that.
Okay. Um,
Would you like to let us know who won the movie
yeah.
quiz from last week?
Nobody again. Nostromo got 2 out of 3. So after 4 consecutive weeks, I think of nobody getting it, nobody guessing really, we're gonna retire the movie quote quiz for a while at least. Put it on a moratorium.
We're also
there.
going to retire the question.
Okay. Well, I will give the answers to last week. How about that? Just to leave anybody hanging in case they care. Real Steel, Ali, and then I threw a curveball in there. Well, pun intended now, but Moneyball for the third one.
I see. I got the first 2, but yeah, the third one was.
Yeah. Well, because when we were watching the Tyson fight, Chris Retzlaff said, "Oh, I think I know what tomorrow's movie quote theme is going to be: boxing." And I was like, "Ha ha ha! Okay, good." And so I did the first 2 as like a boxing thing, but then I just did another sports movie, so the theme became sports.
I just thought that is a curveball.
Yeah, just to throw that off there. But okay, Ruben, you said you have something new.
All right, so this is fairly easy. So what I will do from now is do a 30-second movie review without giving names or too much away as to what it is. And then everybody in the comments has to guess. So this one's a fairly easy one. I'll make next week's harder. But okay, so here we go. A tranquil vacation spot is thrown into turmoil when a mysterious threat begins to terrorize the population, sparking paranoia and fear. As an unusual team of outsiders, an experienced professional and academic and a local lawman search for answers, they find themselves on a journey into unknown waters. Okay, so let us know in the comments if you can guess what that movie is. That was the easy one. So
that was the easy one, huh? Okay. Yeah. Suck it, Bao Bao. That's what I gotta say for that. Wow. Okay. So far nobody's getting that because I'm like, what?
Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah.
Okay. A tranquil vacation spot is thrown into turmoil when a mysterious threat begins to terrorize the population, sparking paranoia and fear. As an unusual team of outsiders, an experienced professional, an academic, and a local lawman search for answers, they find themselves on a journey into unknown waters.
There's one that immediately pops to my head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to say it?
Let's give it a few minutes and see if anybody else gets it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
While we do that, then, yeah.
Should we talk about the best thing we watched?
Yes.
Awesome.
I have.
Would you like to go first? You have 4. Okay, you go first. Yeah.
Okay. So the first one I'm going to talk about, because I could just gush over this, is Wicked Part 1.
Okay.
I have seen, it's probably not a shock to everybody, but I've seen the Broadway play a couple of times, or the stage play, but I did see it. My wife and I went to New York and saw it on Broadway just a couple months ago. So it was very fresh in my mind. I love it. I listen to the soundtrack all the time.
Nice.
So this is for anybody that is unfamiliar, which it was funny because I was watching, after I had done my review, I was watching other people's to see what they thought. And a lot of people that were reviewing had never had any experience with the play at all. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they went in blind to this, which was, I mean, that's cool.
Probably how most are going to see it.
Yeah. And it's what we're doing is this is a prequel to The Wizard of Oz, much less creepy and dark and disturbing. And it's told from we're getting the backstory on the Wicked Witch of the West, who dies at the very beginning of when Dorothy arrives in Oz. And so, or no, that was the East. Dorothy melts the Wicked Witch of the West. Anyway, so we watch, and she has a name outside of the Wicked Witch of the West, Elphaba, and then the Good Witch Glinda. But before she's Glinda, she's Galinda with a G.
Gesundheit.
Yes. And so it's their story together, and Glinda now is retelling it to the Munchkins about how this came to be. And so we're watching basically a flashback, even though it doesn't feel like a flashback. Obviously, it's a musical as well. This is a 2 hour and 40-minute part one.
Holy crap.
And it ends where intermission would end at if you were seeing it on stage.
Oh, right. I thought this was for families.
Oh, yeah. No, it is.
This is a long film to ask young ones to sit through.
I would not bring little kids to this. No. This is, when I think like family movie for this one, I'm thinking tweens.
Right.
You know, I mean, but you might have some of the kids that that love the play, love the soundtrack, and want to see it because it's visually awesome. Not only from practical sets, but then also the extension of the CGI backgrounds and everything. I mean, it's vibrant and you know they make colors pop. It is like it's hard for me to go, wow, what would it be like watching it if I didn't know where the story is or what the story is about? Because I already do. You know what I mean? It's hard to view it from something where like an ignorance type of stance where I can't make myself ignorant about about what the story is and where it goes. They stick to the play considerably. I mean, they expand on things. They give more depth, I think, to certain elements, especially some relationships. Like somebody in the comments at one point had talked about a relationship between Elphaba and a professor, and then also Galinda and the professor. And like, while that's there in the play, it doesn't have nearly the impact that it does in the movie. The movie, like watching any musical, whether it was originated on stage or not, because it's the camera can get up close, the actors don't have to project as much. I mean, they're dynamic, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not like it's just a flat, like unemotional type of thing. They're very dynamic with their voices, but they can also, within those dynamics, become very quiet and wavering. And so you feel more emotion. The beauty also is that when they do like little micro expressions with their face, you would never see these on stage.
That's
right.
True.
They have to over emote so that everybody can see and here they don't have to. Ariana Grande is wonderful. She is spectacular. I've never seen her act. I don't know if she's ever been in anything. She probably has at some point, but I wasn't concerned necessarily about her singing. She can hit those really high notes.
She can sing, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that wasn't even an issue for me. I was concerned, is she going to be able to capture the character that I love so much of seeing on stage and then also picture in my head as I listen just to the soundtrack? And then the flip side with Cynthia Erivo is she's a superb actress, but can she sing? And I've not seen her sing in anything before. Holy crap. She also, she has a phenomenal voice. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And she is a beautiful singer. I mean, amazing. She's given Idina Menzel a run for her money.
High praise indeed.
Yeah, I mean, that is like, wow, I was so blown away. And then with both of those characters, what I loved is that they honor or they stick to how the characters have been created by Kristen Chenoweth and it is Idina Menzel. Good Lord, I can't speak. You know what I mean? Like, at least for the Broadway recordings and stuff like that. I mean, it's been done by so many different people across the world. So, but they captured the personalities and the way that those personalities were expressed, and then also made them their own, which is difficult to do, I think, because you're copying somebody else, you're using what they made, and then also changing it slightly in a positive way. My biggest complaint, which has been my complaint the entire time, is why I don't want you to split this movie up. I took my daughter to see it, and we were both quietly singing along, which is funny right now because it's out in theaters. Theaters are putting up signs, "Do not sing along in Wicked," because you're.
What?
I mean, well, yeah, because you got a lot of people who don't know the movie or the musical going in, and they didn't pay to hear the audience sing, right? Just it would be like everybody talking in a movie. I mean, same thing. But because in December, like in a week or two, there will be a sing-along edition coming to cinemas.
Amazing. Okay.
So, am I going? Yeah. Yeah, I am.
And you're going to go sing along. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can actually sing out loud. You know what I mean? And so, because everybody there is going to sing out loud. So, I could have sat through it all, though. I could have, you give us a 15-minute intermission. Let me pee, let me walk around, let me refresh my snacks and my drink and whatever. And then I'm ready to go again.
Which you have paid double the price to basically
Yes.
watch your movies. Yes.
Yes. I mean, I think it should be one movie, even if it's 6 hours long, which is overly long, really, of a movie. But like I was so engaged with this. I mean, my daughter and I, after it ended, we just turned and looked at each other and stared at each other in like stunned silence. And then followed by like, this was so expletive, amazing and awesome. And just like, you know, and then we gushed about it the entire ride home. So it was an absolute blast. I think the characters are done really well. I don't believe that Jeff Goldblum is the correct actor for the Wizard. Right. Not that Jeff Goldblum is bad. It's just he's more Jeff Goldblum than Wizard.
Unfortunately, that's all I see in most of his roles is Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum. A lot of the actors, like the big A-list actors, it's hard to differentiate them because they're not diversifying their acting skills enough. The Rock is The Rock in so many of his movies. Not that I dislike watching him do The Rock stuff, but after 40 movies, I'm tired of that. Yeah, and I feel like Jeff Goldblum's become going that way as well. So
that's exactly it. Yeah, he sings, and I gotta say, he hit some high notes that I wasn't expecting to. I fully expected him to sing sing his way through everything.
I expected, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't. I mean, he did. I mean, some of
he
it
is a musician, though, right? He plays piano and.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I think yeah. And so I mean, you know, and a lot of actors have, you know, singing abilities, even though we never see it.
A diverse portfolio of what they can bring to the table. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was impressed by that. And he wasn't terrible. I just didn't feel that he captured, like, as we watch all these other characters, you know, really encompassing the characters that were originated on the stage. Well, really originated in the book, but the performance part is the stage and the musical. And so I will watch the crap out of this for many times because we have a year before the next one comes out. To give you an idea, this is kind of like Barbie right now. I've been trying to buy tickets so that my wife and I can go see it. And for the next couple weeks, there's only like front row seats available.
I guarantee you that's not the case here.
Really? Oh man. Yeah. So I'm excited that it's getting that
That's
popularity here,
great.
and that
Yeah.
people are so intrigued by it. But I'm also bummed because I didn't buy tickets earlier, and
Okay.
so I am going to have to wait before I can see it again. So
Right.
yeah.
Nice.
All right, what's on yours?
Oh yes, I should talk too. I have forgotten. Okay. Uh, this is a really interesting one. It's based off a book and it's currently on Disney Plus in the UK for what they've considered to be an original called Stars Original, but it's not. They just bought the rights off and it's made like Netflix does with a bunch
Yeah.
of other stuff. But it's a Hulu original. It's called Interior Chinatown. It's 10 episodes long, and it's one of the most unique TV series I've seen this year. It has a lot to say about society and about your own sense of self-worth. It has it has a story within a story. So our main protagonist is a guy that wants to not to be the guy that's on the sidelines, that's never seen, that's in the background. In fact, he's been working at his uncle's restaurant for many years, and all he does is wait tables. His mother and father live in the same apartment building as him, but in different apartments because their son died a while ago. He was going to be this kung fu sort of prodigy, and he died. We don't know why or how. That's part of the story at the beginning. And so he has a sort of broken family that are not really doing much with their life. And we start at a place where our main protagonist wants to step out of the limelight. And we start literally, the conversation with him is talking to his best friend, who's also a waiter at the restaurant they're working at. And he just says, I wish that I would see someone die. And he was like, what? Because he wants to be a witness to a murder to make his life exciting. He says, so he's like, I don't want someone to die, but if there was a murder going to happen, then I would be one. I want to be around and see it happen, so I could be a witness to that. And so something bad does happen, and he becomes embroiled in this detective case that is connected to his own brother's story, as well as his family's, as well as what's going on in Chinatown. And I have to say, I loved every episode. It's quirky. It's not going to be for everybody. It's think Taika Waititi weird sort of dry comedy. In fact, he directed one of the episodes and was a big part of this series. But there's many directors, many writers for a show like this, and it works really well because it's so off the wall. If you've read the book, you'll understand. But there's a cop procedural storyline within this main storyline, and every time we see the cops, the lighting changes and the actors overact because it's very satirical, so it's very satire. So the lighting will suddenly change as our main protagonist is suddenly in the vicinity of the cops who are the main protagonists in their own storyline, and he's never the main protagonist, even so much when he goes out of his way to say hello, hi, this, or trying to get into a police building. He won't be able to get into the door because he's not meant to be there. He's the background character, so it's so in your face and dry. But then the flip side, the lighting and the cinematography on his life is all like much muted tones and much more real like ours. So we have these two storylines that seemingly shouldn't work. And I think it works because he's always referencing it. He's saying, what the hell was that about? Like he sees it, he knows. And then he, like some of the main characters that he will, Chloe Bennett, who's sort of his main partner in this, who's a detective. She is that character that we've seen 1,000 times as a detective. She'll chew she'll have a, like someone that's given up smoking, she'll have a toothpick in her mouth, big shoulder pad, sort of jacket, and she she's got a dark past and some sort of connection. You know, she's that one that talks about it, nobody really likes her, and she knows all about Chinatown. You know, she's the sort of thing that you would see in a old timey wimey black and white noir character. She's sort of that character. Fans of Marvel TV series will know her as one of the main characters in Agents of Shield. She was fantastic, but it's the partnership of the reality of where your life is at with the reality of where you want your life to be, and that is the struggle that we get throughout. So it has message to say about your sense of self-worth, about always trying to step out and trying to be more than you are. But that never detracts from the actual story of the investigation that we want to know about his brother. We want to see our main protagonist, step up out of himself. So he learns kung fu, but he learns that his father taught him how to lose instead of how to win, because he's not the main protagonist. So there's like all these kind of nods in reality, and him, like, it's so like in your face, not breaking the fourth wall, but almost sort of thing. Great action, great acting, great drama and emotion. It also finishes in a way where they could pick it up for another series if they wanted to, because where we leave our character is in a place that's different to where we started at, but there could be more growth. So it's very interesting. Like, I don't know if everybody's going to love this, but for some reason, this was just great.
With Ronnie Chang and Jimmy O Yang,
yeah,
I would think that this is a comedy.
It is a comedy, but it's dry comedy.
Okay, because IMDb, which we know can be very wrong at times, just has it listed as crime drama. So I just curious.
What's funny is that the procedural crime drama that's in that show is there. And it's about these two main good-looking cops. They'll often walk into the room, the light will be bright, and they'll say something and sort of stare off into the distance. And then we have Jimmy O Yang, who he goes, "Who are you staring at?" like
the series is very self-aware then of what it's doing.
Very self-aware. But it works because it's talking about his sense of self-worth. It's talking about our, it reflects back at us. So I loved it. I thought it was so quirky. The dialogue is fun. The acting and the relationships, you really care about the people, even though it's so self-aware. There are characters that you can relate to. And then you get the kung fu that's in there that is, it's again, like literally having conversations about everybody in Chinatown knows kung fu, the stereotype. There's always gang wars, and so they have all those stereotypes, and sometimes they become them, but they also reference them. So it's so self-aware about what's going on. It's great, really fun.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I saw it on Hulu yesterday, so that's cool. Good to know that it is worth watching. I'm gonna definitely give that a go.
Yeah,
appreciate that. All right, go back to the comments.
Sure.
All right. Matthew, going back to like some of the horrors and stuff, Romulus, Alien Romulus definitely gets a horror nod from me. Yeah, shout out to Fiddy Alvarez. Stop motion, different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was weird and gross at times. I'm glad you like Cuckoo. I was really looking forward to that. Was just a little disappointed by the genericness of Dan Stevens and the lack of some of the motivation, I think. I don't know. Yeah. The Landman, viral verse. Hey, first off, welcome. Watching The Landman, only 2 episodes in. Production quality is stunning. Everything about it, top notch. Have you?
I think it's another Tyler Sheridan one on Paramount Plus.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it just came out. Yeah, it is. Yeah, very good. Okay. And weekly. And so the next episode is tomorrow, Sunday.
Yeah, so. Normally Sundays they release their new episodes for, the Cowboy series and Special Ops, all that. Yeah.
Nice. Crochet While and Listens. Best thing watched this week: Alien Romulus and Abigail. Nice.
Nice. That's a great double.
Yeah, it is. Well, an Alien Romulus, at least in the U.S., just hit Hulu, so that's good. I'm
Oh,
glad
really?
people are.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting access to that now, which is great. Thinking about watching Sweet Pea. I need to see that still. Ruben, though, you can answer this.
Yeah, I loved it. My wife tapped out after the first episode because people suck so much. She just wanted to get to the killing. She's like, when's she going to kill him? Because that first episode is hard to get through. It's like one of those episodes when we're watching The Glory and there's a whole episode dedicated to like badgering and bullying. Yeah, you just want the plan to come into fruition. You want to see them, get their comeuppance. It does come in this series.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. For Son of Soils, okay, we get the explanation. Smile 2 felt forced. Couldn't help but laugh out loud during the scene in the apartment when all those people were following her. Over the top, ridiculous, then scary, seemed to prioritize spectacle.
I love that scene. That's
I
like
did
my
too.
favorite part of the film.
Because they were dancers.
Theater. Yeah, physical theater is phenomenal. Yeah, love that.
Yeah. Not Without Singing the Blues did just watch Sweet Pea and liked it a lot. So, or quite
Nice.
liked it. Yeah. Loved Alien Romulus 2, Bunny Dojo. Favorite horror series from Scariest Caesar. Wow. Scariest series, Them the Scare.
Brutus adudate. Okay.
That
was
was
great.
That was
In fact, both of them together as a complete story, so good.
and so traumatic too.
So
I mean, just
so real.
God.
Like it reflects at what society and African Americans have gone through, and then gives them horror to deal with, like proper horror as well.
Yeah,
Like,
with that, yeah.
seriously, but made
Yeah.
for damn good TV.
Yes, yes. Oh. Okay, so Son of Soil's best horror is Late Night with the Devil, Long Legs, and Oddity. Nice.
Good trilogy there.
Eddie Redmayne's screen presence in The Day of the Jackal, absolutely stellar. Yeah, his acting, yeah. On another level, one of the finest actors out there. His stammering and his hesitation and the morphing that he does.
Oh my gosh, fantastic! The two separate lives, almost that of his personal and that of his professional, and when they bleed into and how that affects him. Fantastic acting. Yeah.
See, again, here we go. Conflicting views. Smile 2 apartment scene, one of the best scenes of the movie. Pay more attention to the movie and the story. Those dancers they used are not actual people. Yeah. Well, we're not gonna. We'll move on from that. But Lovey, I totally get your point. Yes. That was
Biggest
a spoiler there.
disappointment of the Son of Soil's just doubling down from
season 3,
where everybody else we've seen in the comments has gone from season 3 has been the best.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, Son of Soils, are you okay?
Maybe the expectations have just been really high on some of these.
Dude, this week was tough for me. Like everything I watched was just like. I'm really not feeling it.
Oh, I'm so sorry because I had a great week at the movies.
Yeah, you did.
I went to 3 screenings this week, which was a lot.
And I think you enjoyed all of them mostly.
I did. Yeah, one of them I haven't even reviewed because it doesn't even come out until next year.
Holy crap, dude. Okay.
I am going to talk about it though today for just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
So and it was a surprise also, so that's good.
Oh, one of those surprise ones. I love those. Those are fun.
Have we watched Altered Carbon on Netflix? That series. Is it good? Worth watching? Ruben, you have a review on it.
Oh yeah, of all the seasons. Yeah. First season was the best.
Okay. That's Joel Kinnaman the first season, right?
Yeah.
And then Anthony Mackie the second season.
Yeah, no, it's not Mackie's fault. This is the writing for season 2 just wasn't nearly as good as season 1. Yeah.
I tapped out at season 1. Just didn't connect with it. So,
okay.
Yeah,
I loved it. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Mode watched Blitz today.
I've been meaning to
Decent.
get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Apple, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was in the theater and I couldn't find it, and
It's
somebody
got
was like, "No, no, no, it's on
huge
Apple."
praise here in the UK. Yeah. People
Oh,
are really loving it. Yeah.
okay. Uh, Not the kind of war movie you'd revisit. Okay, nice. Yeah, we neither of us have seen it, but it
Mm.
was one that I wanted to check
This
out.
might be
So,
tonight's watching, actually.
oh, nice. All
Mm.
right. Adam Sandler, always Adam Sandler, unless you're watching Uncut Gems. 'Cause
Also, when he's Bubble Boy, is that it?
no,
Was he? No,
that's
he's not
Jake
Bubble Boy.
Gyllenhaal.
That's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see him as different characters. Where like when he's Waterboy. No, no. Okay, I see it. When he's playing that weird kind of dumb character, he's very much that dumb character in a lot of movies. When he plays a real person, then he can morph. Because like what you said with Uncut Gems, but Punch Drunk Love was incredible. Spanglish.
Hustle. Yeah,
Hustle?
Spanglish. Yeah.
Spanglish. There's been a few where he leans on his comedic time, like his timing, just in the delivery, his dialogue, without having to be that character that like kind of made his career. 8 Crazy Nights. That film hasn't aged well.
Oh,
It's the 8 Days of Hanukkah that
Oh.
I remember watching that when it first came out, thinking, "Well, this is brilliant. Adam Sandler could do no wrong." I tried rewatching it recently, and I was like, "This, ouch! This, no."
Okay. I've never seen it because
Yeah.
I'm a hit and miss Adam Sandler. I mean, he's very much the same when he goes into that, like you said, that goofy, that
Who-
gibberish type of
Who be-
talking type of thing.
Who be Halloween?
Yeah. Actually, that was okay. That movie was just, I mean, it was for what
It's
it
fun.
was.
It knew
Yeah.
exactly what it was. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't go in expecting great. I didn't get great. I had, yeah. There are assigned seats in movie theaters now? Yes, thankfully. I remember seeing the Blair Witch opening weekend and we had to squeeze everyone on the first row together just to fit on the very end. Yeah. I remember that too. Well, and remember also having to stand in lines like, an hour before a large movie so that you could actually get a seat so that you weren't at the
I
stupid
saw
front.
The Matrix Revolutions on a massive screen, right at the front, on the corner, like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I love being able, because now, like, I even go, if the movie's too full, and I don't like to
I'll
sit
look for a different screening. Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to sit like in the middle, fairly far, like back, perfect for the surround sound. And I also don't want people around me. So if it's too full, I'm like, nah.
During COVID, it was great because
Yes.
they had a one seat rule.
People had to. Yes.
Yes, and
When I went to
loved
press
it.
screenings, that was great because the IMAX screenings, they really had to. And I was like, this is awesome.
It was
The
it was
London
so-
IMAX, one of the biggest screens in
Oh.
the UK for their press things, and like you almost had half of the cinema to yourself, which is fantastic.
That's so great. Oh, yeah, because I love being able to choose my seats. That
Yeah,
is, and then
it's
that
fun.
also reduces some of the stress of getting there
It does. Yeah.
stupid early. So
I agree.
yeah, chosen ahead time back then. Yeah, no doubt. Having to sit on the stairs, that is
I've seen people do that. You can't do that legally now. They won't allow you. But
no, yeah, the
we
fire
used to do
things.
that. Yeah.
Do they not know how to count seats?
Yeah. Like
Or-
why overbooking? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's also that allowed also for a lot of theater hopping.
Yeah.
Not that doesn't happen now because I have come in
It's
and
normally
kicked
the
kids
kids.
out of my seats.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
get the frick out of here. You're not in my seats. And then you watch them go and move to another seat. And then, somebody comes in a little bit later and it's like, dude, just, yeah. Viralverse, where you live, winters don't bring snow, but curious, does it snow heavily in your snow during winter? No, it does not snow at all here, at least in the city. Do you enjoy snowy winters or do you prefer summer instead? I hate summer. I hate the heat. I hate the sun. So,
Wow.
It's not a shock to you. You know that.
I just like, oh wow.
Oh,
You would
what
thrive
about
where
you?
other people get sad.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My seasonal affective disorder is
It's fun.
February through November,
Oh my gosh.
because where I live, it's sunny.
Uh,
Uh,
it very rarely snows where we are in the UK, but when it does, we enjoy it. But like where my sons are at uni, they've had quite a bit of snow. Yeah.
mm. Well, because they're more up north too, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Got a movie similar to Cuckoo that's better. Matt had the same, felt the same way. Had so much potential, kind of crapped out. Yeah, honestly, Strange Darling. If
Mm,
you go into that blind, I really enjoyed it.
yeah.
I
I did.
did. You enjoy it too? Yeah.
Loved it. Bonkers film. I knew, like, I saw the twist, but
Mm.
I wasn't upset about it. I was like, the only thing it could be is this. And it was this. And I was like, damn, fair enough. Yeah, great film.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm still going to go back to Long Legs also. Um, you enjoyed Long Legs more when you
I
watched it again,
enjoyed it
right?
the second time. Yeah. Like, I missed stuff. Literally missed stuff in the first, like, so I think it's a film that you do kind of need to watch a couple of times to really get. Yeah.
Yeah, which I like too, because then it helps form different theories. And
Yeah, no. Yeah. Mm.
Ella, hey, best watch this week was Alien Romulus and The Thicket with Peter
Huh.
Dinklage, Juliette Lewis, Levon Hawke,
Oh,
and then the series The Alienist. Wow.
ooh,
I've
Alienist is a great one. Nice.
I don't think I've seen The Alienist.
People have different opinions on the seasons, but I like them all. To be fair,
Oh, Daniel Bruhl. Okay. Well, I like him. He's
it's
great.
period.
Okay.
It's period, but it's
Hmm.
thinky. It's almost Sherlocky, but I would say it's much darker than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And The Thicket. Have you heard of this?
No,
Um, Another, like, it's a Western.
I like
Huh.
Dinklage.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
interesting
don't.
to see what do you do in the Western. Okay.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Have to check that out. It's in the US it's available to rent on Prime.
So
So
glad I didn't say the joke I was thinking out loud. It's great. Sometimes my mouth knows to shut up.
good. Good. Okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was fun.
You
Uh,
hit it.
I did. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
So, season 4 of From is greenlit.
Yeah, I saw.
Yes. Which I'm still is season 3 over now? Did it reach its finale?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I need to I should watch it now though.
I
If
hope
it
so,
is, because then yeah.
because then they announced after it all came out, and then
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, yay!" Rather than, "Hey, just in case you were wondering, not everything gets sorted out in this
Resolved.
season."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, next year, Alien Earth series on Hulu.
Yeah.
Will
Looking
be,
forward to that. Is that the TV? Is that what the TV series is called? The Alien one? Or is
I
there
guess
another
so.
one
Yeah.
coming out? Oh,
Well, there's also that the Predator movie, which it's
yes.
taking the
The
protagonist.
protagonist is the predator. Great idea. I love that. Which
That
means the things that he's hunting potentially are scarier than him, which could be a whole, like, would he just be hunting humans, or is he hunting, because they go all around?
yeah,
Yeah.
all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and even I mean, if he were to come to 2021 or after,
Mm.
I wouldn't be opposed to him hunting humans, because he
Imagine
basically
imagine the perspective of the predator from the first Predator movie, but we're on like the predator side fighting Arnie.
Oh my gosh.
and
Yeah.
his team.
Here he is looking for food, and all
Yeah,
of a sudden he
there's
gets attacked by
people
these
like,
humans and has to defend him.
man.
Oh gosh.
That's why he
Okay.
goes, screw you guys, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm taking you all with me.
Oh, okay. So Ruben Matthew says that 8 Crazy Nights is so good.
I remember.
I,
When's the last time you watched that, though?
I'm pretty sure that well, I don't know. We'll see if that's a sarcastic thing or not. The Missing from 2023. That
TV
sounds
series?
familiar. No, I don't know.
Oh,
Let me there's been a lot of
yeah. The
ones
Missing
with
TV
the
series
missing.
was good.
This one looks like it's on Netflix, and I'm trying to see because it's not
Not the TV
it's
series.
Filipino. It's a Filipino one. Came out in October.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
even know about this. Huh. When an alien comes back to take him, a mouthless young man's life twists and turns as his memories untangle. Oh, it's an animated sci-fi movie. Oh, that's not it then.
That's
Oh, maybe no, it is. Yeah, the Son of Soils didn't
On
say it was a
Netflix?
series. Yeah, I think that's the one we're talking about. That's the only one from 2023 that I saw.
All right.
Huh, interesting. Reign Over Me, 2000. Yes,
Yes.
good call there. Yeah, that was a good one because that was why can't I remember his name? The other actor,
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Don Cheadle.
Filipino.
Yeah.
Oh, John Cheadle. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you find time to juggle a busy job, binge long series, and still hit movie premieres every week? Lack of sleep. Sundays I sleep a lot. Saturdays, typically after I'm done with Ruben and I've edited or something like that, I'll go up and sometimes I take a nap if I don't have any errands to run. But I watch a lot at night. Also, advanced screeners really helps.
That helps,
So, like we watched a documentary last night that comes out this coming week. So I've already seen it now. You know what I mean? So I can write up my thing and get it all scheduled. So it's working ahead. That's where a lot of it happens. But when movie premieres happen, if the embargo is up like the next day or right away, then I come home, chew on it for a little while and, write up my thoughts and then record and edit and sometimes going to bed at 2 a.m. and then getting up at 6 to go to work. So, yeah. Lack of sleep. That's all I can say. Allocated seating is the best thing to happen to cinema. Show up 15 minutes after the movie's listed. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, if you don't want to hit the trailers, because we've got 20, 25 minutes, even 30 minutes here.
I was going to say, 15 minutes is just you missing the adverts. Another 15 minutes, then you get the trailers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so crochet a while and listen. Watch Cobra Kai season 6 part 2. I know everybody's saying that it's really good. I have been so hesitant to go to it. Before, what is before? I don't know what before is. I do know before.
Before is didn't we review?
Oh yeah. That was the Apple series.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
what's before? I don't know what before is.
Yeah. And Twisters. Twisters are fun. I mean,
it's fun.
Yeah. We live in summer. We're literally in between the earth and the sun. Oh, that sounds miserable. No. Spring and autumn are the best times of the season and weather for you. Love you. Okay, well, I'm glad. A lot of people really enjoy, like the springtime and not the hot, but still the sunshine and the blooms and the colors changing and stuff. My colors are gray. Oh yeah, over films marketing that there is a twist at all. Just don't tell us. Actually be shocked. Agreed. No,
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. The marketers, the promotions for these films need to stop. They need to catch up. It's hurting the films. It's not.
Well, because we had that discussion. We've had it multiple times actually. The huge misconception of Longlegs being marketed as the scariest movie since Silence of the Lambs. What?
Ridiculous.
Don't.
Ridiculous.
I think so many people would have appreciated the movie more had they not gone in thinking with what the
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, watching on TV, messaging on phone. Well, that works. That's okay. Typos don't bother us. I mean, we may not. If we don't know what you said, then we might laugh a little bit. But Okay, last episode of From season 3 tomorrow. So good. Okay, so then we can start our
guys. No, it's not all answered then. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So Prime is having Black Friday sale, like MGM, which is part of Amazon now. $1.75 for 2 months. AMC/Shudder is $125 with ads or $225 without. Now, I'm going to give you one caveat there. If you subscribe to certain channels like AMC Plus /Shudder through Amazon, you do not get all of the
full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did that at first and then canceled because I was looking for things that it said were on Shudder and I did not have access to them. So I then just subscribed to AMC Plus and Shudder, and there you go. So just as long as you know that going in, but that's still a great price. Matthew sees your 8 Crazy Nights opinion and raises you a little Nicky.
Oh, Little Nicky. It's been a while since I've seen Little Nicky.
I've never seen Little Nicky. So
I laughed a lot at Little Nicky. Probably more than I should have. Yeah.
Okay, Badger's here. Hey, Badger. Okay, so Badger personally enjoys and misses your question, Ruben. But Badger has one of their own.
Ooh.
Would you watch a Predator movie set at Christmas time with the Predator ruthlessly hunting down great deals for his loving family?
Yes. Make that happen. I would watch the heck out of that.
Sorry, I didn't put that comment up as I was reading it, but yes, that would be funny.
That would make money.
And if you have not seen Thanksgiving Day, is that what it's called? Thanksgiving Day?
I think it's just called Thanksgiving. The one with the dude
Eli,
and the
mask.
Yeah.
Way more fun than it should have been.
Totally was surprised by how much fun that was.
We're watching it again on Thanksgiving.
Fantastic.
That is going to be our ours is this coming Thursday.
Oh yeah, we don't do Thanksgiving. So
yes, but remember the opening, or not the opening scene, but the scene where it's at the Black Friday and all the, which didn't make any sense to you also.
No.
That would be like that's how I see the Predator thing there. You know what I mean? He's just in there like just slashing people left and right.
Brilliant.
From is not as good as Dark.
No.
Well,
but there's very little that is as good as Dark.
Yeah. Such a small space between comedy and horror. And the contrast when using famously funny people for serious stuff hits hard.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true. And you often get to see the diverse nature of the actor, because a lot of the time they get typecast. So many actors do this. They get typecast in a particular role, and that's the only thing that they get cast in. But when someone takes a chance and we see suddenly a comedy actor do a dramatic, we're like, holy crap, they can really act, which is great. I love seeing comedic actors do drama and especially horror. Yeah, because their reactions are so good already. Their delivery of the lines to make you laugh has to be like, if they've been doing it in the business for a while, has to be excellent. So when it comes to the horror, you know they're going to sell it, and they do.
And they typically have dark pasts or dark.
Oh yes,
a dark spot in them where their comedy comes from.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Fantastic.
Thoughts on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul? Well, I've never seen Better Call Saul. I enjoyed Breaking Bad. I thought it was a wonderful series, but I can't rewatch it.
My thoughts on Better Call Saul is I can't wait for Nobody too.
What'd you think of Breaking Bad?
Yeah, it's fun.
Fun. Okay.
Rabbit care and bun fun.
There. Well, I'm down for that, dude. I'm on TikTok, and I tell you what,
What?
I am addicted to a couple of different types of videos
Why are you on TikTok?
because I'm trying to expand my reach now.
Okay.
But I watch all kinds of animal videos. So,
They're the best.
raccoon, capybara, otter, squirrel, dog, cat, all
They're
these
always
things.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, just love them. And then I'm also addicted grossly, and I can't stop myself from watching them, and I wish I could. But the pimple popping videos,
Oh no! Why?
they're grotesque, and I can't tear myself away. When one comes on, I'm just like, and I'm squinting, and I'm like, I just can't. Yeah, yeah. So, totally agree on false expectations of long legs ruining the experience. Very short to normal size legs all around. Oh, hey, Steve. Oh, glad you're back again. Go
Steve,
cinema.
You misspelled 2 million. If you need to know how to, I'll let you know.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hey, let's Ruben, go ahead. I will continue on there for a minute. Ruben will be right back. Let's see here. Continue on with the chat. We don't watch. I don't watch sports. But the chant is "Go Sports." That's what. So there you go. Bud spoiled Cage was long legs right before we went to see the movie. Oh, seriously? That sometimes friends are just like no good, right? I had a friend back when Die Hard 2 came out where told me who the twist. And I'm like, what the now and I hadn't even seen it yet. And this was anyway. No internet back then either. So look for the Thanksgiving movie. It's a great slasher. I mean, it's way more fun than it should be. It has some exciting moments, some very gross moments also, especially as we get towards the end. But it's it's one to see at least once, especially if you like horrors and stuff. If someone recommends a movie or series you're dying to watch, but it's not on any streaming platform available in your country, would you resort to piracy to see it? That is an interesting question. We're live on air, so no, I would not ever resort to using a VPN. That being said, I did when Dairy Girl season 3 came out, the final season. It was broadcasting first on Channel 4 in the UK. So I got my VPN out and I logged in and I watched weekly on Channel 4. So I got all the British adverts and everything. And I watched, season 3 of Dairy Girls before it even got to the US and loved it. Now, that's not really piracy. Well, I guess it kind of is because I wasn't paying the TV tax or whatever they have in the UK. But anyway, yeah. Really hope to see more of Demi after watching The Substance. Yes, and you know what? She's actually in a movie that is coming out very shortly. She is in Landman, which somebody had talked about earlier just a few minutes ago, that series. But yeah, she's got another movie, I guess, coming out. So yeah, that's pretty good to see her like bigger things. But I mean, she was in Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nick Cage and Pedro Pascal for just a tiny bit in there, which was still fun. But yeah, this is. I think this is probably the revamping of her, maybe reigniting of her career there. Yeah. Oh, Ruben Matthew was saying that he went to see Longlegs with his friend, and right before the movie started, his friend told
Yeah.
him that Cage was in it, and he didn't know that, and so
Oh,
it ruined that initial surprise for him.
oh man. When you see
Yeah,
Nick Cage for the first time, you're like, holy hell.
yeah, just oh gosh, oh yeah. The answer to your question is VPN. Ruben, the question was when you got up, if somebody recommends a movie or series that you're dying to watch, but it's not on any streaming platform or available in the country, would you resort to piracy to see it? And I said unconditionally no, that I would never do that.
Yes. Oh,
So,
wait. I meant to say the opposite. Sorry.
yes, correct. Because,
No.
but I did out myself when I watched Dairy Girls on Channel 4.
VPN. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he thought you'd already seen the movie. He was just as upset. That's good then. Okay, at least your friend felt bad for ruining that, so that's good. I think it would be totally wrong from a legal standpoint to use any old VPN and some torrent software, then Google those out of print and no longer available films for free. YouTube actually has a surprising amount of
Surprising amount.
yeah that are out in public domain.
Yeah.
A lot of the older films and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Uh,
I feel so much lighter now.
oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's sometimes you need to, you know. Saw the new Mr. Fantastic and Human Torch in Gladiator II.
What?
It is who
Oh,
is
is he being cast
Joseph
as
Quinn? Is Joseph Quinn the
Mr. Fantastic? Really? Okay. Not
no,
Pedro
no,
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, Joseph Quinn is Johnny Storm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, huh. Cool.
I have no faith that the Fantastic Four film is going to be good because there hasn't been a good Fantastic Four film yet. There's been possible ones, but we'll see.
Interesting. What is this one? It's directed by. He did
Liam
some
Neeson.
WandaVision and some Game of Thrones.
Which season?
And yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know if we want to go down this. He's done no movies.
Oh, really? Just TV?
He's done 2 episodes of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. He did 1 episode of The Consultant, 2 episodes of Welcome to Chippendales, 9 episodes of WandaVision. So was that the entire series, I think?
That's the entire series, yeah.
Okay. 1 episode of The Great, 1 episode of Succession, 1 episode of The Boys, 1 episode of
to be
Billions.
fair, on Monarch, those episodes are so big in scale, some of them, that
Sure.
could be a movie. Like some of the episodes of Game of Thrones were like movie size and their budget as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
43 episodes of It's Always Sunny. So, 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. So,
What was he like? It's Always Sunny is like handheld, one single camera. All right.
yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
Well, that didn't help anything with your confidence there, Ruben.
No, it did not.
Niket also saw The Thicket. Okay, 2 recommendations so far. Thicket with Peter Dinklage.
Is that at the cinema now then?
Let's see here. Let me see.
Because I just haven't heard of that one. So I'm like,
It's Rent here in the U.S. I don't know.
okay, yeah.
So VOD, yeah.
Oh, Rent's such a crap musical.
Shut up.
That just went past, and then you registered what I said. And you're like, no,
Wait.
I'm not standing for this.
Chappie. Have we seen Chappie? Yes. I love it.
Yeah, I can't watch it that often. It's too close to home, literally. Literally, I was like, I've been there. I lived really close to there.
Oh, wow.
And it's the storylines that Neil Blomkamp does is obviously from very real, like District 9. That's all basically apartheid in a sci-fi movie. And this one it's very, very similar as well to what goes on. Love Chappie reminds me, it's like a South African Short Circuit, isn't it?
Yeah. And Gladiator 2, no spoilers. We'll not be talking spoilers there. Love Pedro, too old for the role of Mr. Fantastic. And you hate that it's set in the 60s.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very retro. Yeah.
Huh.
So I think it's...
How are they connecting the X-Men then to...
I think it's the multiverse thing.
Ugh, I'm so done with the multiverse.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Last movie to me was G.I. Jane.
Good Lord. She definitely did movies after that.
She was really good in that, though.
Could I name any? No.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Disclosure. Was that after?
I don't know. Yeah. All right, Ruben, you want to go back?
Yeah, we should do that.
Yes.
What you got?
Okay. So this one is a Hulu limited series that came out last week, and we took the week to watch it because it's heavy. But it's Say Nothing on Hulu, and it is the story of the IRA during the Troubles in the late 60s and into 70s, but then it actually goes even further into that.
Right.
And so so basically covering like 4 decades in Northern Ireland. And we follow there's 2 stories that are going on. One is of these 2 sisters and their involvement in the IRA and how they became like basically the first 2 female operatives or whatever you want to call them soldiers within the IRA, that had like high status, not just a participant. Then interwoven is a story of children whose mom was taken by the IRA. And so that one kind of weaves in and out. It's not always, it just pops in and pops out. And I was kind of curious as we're watching this, why are we seeing this? Because we're not getting a ton of stuff on it.
Right.
We're just getting some story here and then it goes off again. And we get a lot with the 2 sisters and their involvement and their connection with several different players. And we get flashbacks. So we're seeing it in multiple decades. A lot of the time, because it's one of the sisters recording an interview she's being recorded, being interviewed by somebody to just find out all about it, to get the story with the promise that it would never be released when she was alive. And so then she's telling the story and we're getting all of these, all these flashbacks as she watches. This is a harrowing series to endure.
How many episodes is
it? 9.
And they're a documentary.
No, it's a drama.
It's a drama. Okay.
Yeah, but based on real people and truth.
Right.
So, and the thing with this, how everybody says who was interviewed and everything within this says this guy named Jerry Adams was for all intents and purposes, the head of the IRA movement. I mean, at this time, that he was really the one calling the shots. He denied it has always denied it. And he became in Parliament, I think, and different things even very recently. I mean, he was just in the late 20 teens. I think he got out of politics or something like that. But so we get to watch the sisters become involved, how they're radicalized, how their thoughts and their beliefs even came about, and then what they're willing to do. But then also we see the nuance within that of how do they change?
Mm.
How do their perspectives change, especially in the face of ramifications that either happen to them or their realization of some of their choices and what that means for other people? And it's powerful. It's like, it's not a happy watch, and yet it was spectacular. The acting is wonderful. I did not know this. One of the sisters, Dolores Price, I believe is her last name. She was married to the actor Stephen Ray, and they had two kids together. And Stephen Ray was part of the IRA or on the fringe there.
Okay.
I was like, what? What?
Wow.
So this was one of those that you like, it leads you down the rabbit hole of, after an episode, hopping online to see, okay, was this person real? Did they really have this? Is this just made up? And no, it's, you see all this everything. Wow. So, wonderful acting all the way around. It's frustrating. It's sad. It's also exciting, and thrilling. Now, this comes also, I say thrilling because I'm ignorant of a ton of things that were going on during this time.
Right.
I know,
yeah, I wouldn't have a clue either. Yeah.
yeah, I know like the very, very basics type of thing, and that's it. And so this is, we get into the weeds in this, and in a good way, not in a bad way. And so, yeah.
How many episodes is it?
It's 9 episodes. They're all 40 to 50 something minutes. I think one episode's like 30 something minutes, which shocked us because it was like, oh wow, that was over quick. But
as long as they need to be.
Yeah. I would say put this one at the top of your list to watch if you like a good historical thriller and drama. And yeah, it's not really mystery, even though there are elements that unfold to us as the audience as mystery because they're playing out in chronological order.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
I've only got one good thing left. So
Okay.
if you want to go ahead and do another one now.
Okay, yeah, let me do that then. Let's see here. Okay, I'll briefly talk about. No, I'll do this one first. Gladiator II. Everybody's like, what? I don't know. This was fun. Okay, it is not a great movie.
Interesting.
There are
Gladiator is a great movie.
Yes, this had exciting moments. It had tension. The battle scenes are wonderful. I thought they were a lot of fun. There is a moment where we watch Paul Mescal as Lucius when he first enters a gladiator ring, takes on these baboons, and at this point is when we get to watch his survival instincts kick in, and the feralness that he takes on against these just ravenous beasts was exciting. The CGI, it's okay here and there. The spectacle of the Colosseum was a lot of fun. There was a quick like behind the scenes thing that played before the screening, which was very odd for a press screening, but there you go. But they built a lot of practical sets. So the Colosseum was mostly built.
Wow.
Not CGI'd. There are scenes where you see like soldiers CGI'd, and that is clearly
obvious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but the story is messy also. It has too many elements that we don't get enough focus on any of them. But they all work together to tell a fun story, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, they're not developed well, and they don't give the depth that you would want, but
I'm sure
when
there's
all
a director's cut's coming.
I know, I talked with several people about that too, and yeah, and but again, because I've seen this version, which
Mm,
is well over 2 hours,
yeah.
um, I'm going to be hard pressed to go back and see a director's cut of
Yeah,
this.
because Napoleon's like just under 4 hours. Just under 4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and I didn't even like that the first time. So,
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, I kind of liked, or at least parts of it, but so that's even harder to go back. I mean, I probably will at some point, and if they do a director's cut, then I would probably the next time I rewatch this, which would be in several years, I would do it. It from a spectacle type of standpoint, from an action standpoint, choreography, it is brutal. It is fun, lots of violence, lots of great action. The character development on Lucius is okay. Denzel is wonderful, except both he and Paul Mescal's character make some changes in their actions, behaviors, personalities that are very abrupt, and I didn't
You didn't
like
buy
that
it.
abruptness.
We didn't
Yeah, it
earn it.
was
Yeah.
no, it was not earned at all.
That speaks to stuff that was left on the cutting room floor.
Yes, yes. The brothers. So you have Joseph Quinn and Fred Hetchinger playing the dual twin, the twin emperors. They're great because they're dangerous and menacing in different ways.
Hmm. Okay.
And so it's, yeah, so I liked them. And see, that's the thing. Like, I liked so many different elements within this. And as a whole, it became a fun movie. But there's also a lot of issues with it. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, there you go.
Okay.
What about you?
Cool.
What you got?
But it was fun. Yeah, you're not really not selling me on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, because IMAX is a lot more expensive, I would
yeah.
be hard pressed to do IMAX to
Right.
pay for that,
Yeah,
but
because you went to the press screening for it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Okay.
was impressive, but
But still, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm actually going to talk about the second season of Lioness on Paramount
Oh,
Plus. Yeah. I was a big
okay.
fan of season 1.
Bless you. Go another one. Can I get 3?
No.
You held that in intentionally.
Okay, CIA operative Joe attempts to balance her personal and professional lives as the tip of the spear in an agency's war on terror. That's the synopsis. So, season 1, we had Zoe Saldana, who basically had to take someone that is military already and turn them to become a lioness, which is basically like a sleeper agent mole type person. But it's like at the extreme of everything. They're basically taking a person, molding them through some extreme training, and then dumping them in a place. And yeah, whether you survive or not, it's like anybody. So it's really high tension. So we got Zoe Saldana, who plays Joe as the leader of the lioness, and then we've got Nicole Kidman, who is like, I think the kind of one of the top CIA operatives. We've got Morgan Freeman, who again is Edward Mullins, who is again someone at the top. He's not in it that much, but when he's in it, he's Morgan Freeman. He's fine. The voice is fine. I like these type of shows that spend a lot of time on character. So you can get a lot of shows that do like the action well, but they're very light on character. This series doesn't skimp on that. So we're often seeing Joe in her personal life with her husband and her kids. Her husband is a full-time surgeon, and the kids are doing whatever the kids are doing. But we spend time with them, getting to know them. And so when she gets deployed or has a mission out in the field, it's harrowing. And so the first season was. Second season is much closer to home, which brings around a really like much more personal stakes. If anybody sees her Joe like on screen on from the news, like her cover's blown and her family could be killed. Like it's like really high stakes tension. and again she has to mold someone for the new mission that they've got. And I like the boundaries of what you have to do in order for your outcome, which will save thousands, maybe millions. But some of the stuff that you have to do is really on the gray, sometimes just in the black. Like it's like, I've got to do this thing. And you see them, her whole team, you see them wrestle with that. They're known as the kill team. That is what they do. They're not FBI. They're not, CIA. They're the guys that get called to go and take people out. Strategically, it feels very authentic, although like I wouldn't really know, but what I'm watching on screen feels very real, very accurate with like the weaponry. You get to see how heavy it is. You get to see them training. I love the training because it shows how hard it is and how good you need to be at it. How the difference between a SWAT team or a Navy SEAL team and how they execute it. Like it's very different thinking, because most of the time you go in with the knowledge of, I'm going to try not kill anybody as I go in and save the hostage. Whereas this team goes, I might kill the hostage because my target is behind them. So it's a very different feel. Very ruthless at times, but so emotionally well done, because Zoe's character is such a real character. She is hard hitting, like the boss of the boss. She's the boss that you hate, but she needs to be that person to get her team back safe and to execute it. And even then, she might put you in harm's way to get the mission done. So there's a few times in the first 5 episodes are out. There's a few times in this series where her team have come up against decisions that they don't want to do, and it's like some really hard-hitting stuff that you're thinking, well, what are they going to do here? Even when the tops are saying, do your jobs, switch your emotions off, they are still people, and they can switch off for a certain amount of time, but eventually that stuff's going to creep back up. And when it does, it's explosive. There's some new additions to season 2. Max Martini, who plays Tracer, he's in, I believe, all 8 episodes of the 2nd season. If you're a fan of the Unit TV series, which is another military one, he was one of the main characters. I used to love his character. So they're like, everybody they're adding is great. You should watch it. One, for the trilogy of actors that are there, like Nicole Kidman and Zoe Saldana. They're both fantastic. Then you should watch it for how they execute action, because it's so gripping and tense that you're like on the edge of your seat. You literally don't know who's going to survive. Then you watch it for the story and the politics that feels very prevalent and real to what's happening today. And you add all those 3 together, and it makes for some of the best riveting TV that I'm like, I cannot wait to watch the next episode, which comes out tomorrow. So If you enjoyed season 1, new episodes out tomorrow. There's only 8 episodes. That means there will be 6. So there's only 3 left of the 2nd season.
Nice. Yeah, I have to go back to that, because I had started it. And enjoyed what I'd seen of it. So
It's so well done. Yeah,
cool. Before we go to the chat, I'm just going to hit up my last one of the best. Yeah, just because it doesn't come out until Christmas time, I think, and then January, really wide. Wow. So this is a movie that I questioned last week that. People in the U.S. either don't know who this person is. It's a biographical picture that's kind of fantasy also.
I think I know what it is now.
Yeah, Better Man. So I kept asking people, like, do you know who Robbie Williams is? And depending on their age, they were like, no, don't know who that is at all. I'm like, oh, I think I've heard of them, but I don't know any of his music. And I was like, okay. And then I had asked you, and like, nobody in the UK really cares because he's old news.
Yeah, I'm so surprised. Even the trailer is like one of the greatest, like relevant now. It's like,
I don't know if he is. That's the thing. I mean, so it's the story of Robbie Williams. It's his story. He's telling it. He's narrating it.
Yeah.
But every time we see him on screen, it's a chimpanzee.
Weird.
So it's a weird gimmick, and yet it works. Seriously, this is in the best because I was blown away by this movie. It is tragic and it is sad, and yet it still has hope and laughs, a lot of laughs, also a lot of just really like gut punch moments. It's like melancholy that's then wrapped in something or mixed with something very sweet. And so you're like, oh, this is sad. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, that's oh, now we're back again. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what you're chewing. Michael Gracie, who did The Greatest Showman, does this. There is obviously a lot of CGI because it's
monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. The choreography is fantastic. The music is astounding. Like because it follows from when he's in Take That.
Is it his music?
It's his music. Yeah. And him singing a lot of it. And so you have like when he was in the boy band Take That, and then his solo career.
Yeah. Tiny boy band.
Yeah, exactly. And so it while I understand that there may not be a draw because of a lack of relevancy or even knowing about it, I'm hoping that the gimmick of why did they put this monkey for this character in there, chimpanzee, it comes down to a line of dialogue that he says towards the end of the movie. And and when he said that, like it's not even a calling out of it. It was like, it was just a line of dialogue. And like it went, oh my gosh, this is why they've chosen to put him as a monkey, there. The mocap or whatever it is, I liked it. While sometimes with the dancing and stuff, you can tell that it's absolutely fake. Just because some of the movements, you know what I mean? They become kind of computer blurry. When it's up close, because there are times where the camera will zoom into the face, it like you almost forget you're watching CGI. I mean, it's kind of like Planet of the Apes type of thing.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
So and funny enough, it made me then, like I was starting to play Robbie Williams stuff on Spotify yesterday because I was just like, the music had reminded me the songs that I knew.
He's had so many number ones, you forget. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then other songs that I didn't know of, but I had heard in the movie, and I'm like, oh, this is really great. Even if maybe it was a number one, but I didn't know it with that one. You know what I mean? I wasn't familiar with that one. So anyway, it is surprisingly, like shockingly, go see this.
I did not expect you to say that. Oh.
No, I did. I did not expect,
because you love musicals and biographical films.
I do, yeah, and personal stories. But I felt that the gimmick, at least going in, was going to overshadow everything.
Yeah, you weren't sure on that. Okay.
Yeah,
and that works strangely.
Yeah. Now it is. I mean, even though you walk out with a smile on your face, getting to that point is that emotional roller coaster of.
So this is his true life story, then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they
don't shy away from.
No, he is not the hero of his own story. Even though he's very arrogant, and it comes out right from the instant that the movie begins.
Yeah.
So but again, that shows the rawness and the vulnerability that he allows to happen within this.
So you're not rooting for him. You're just kind of watching.
I was rooting for him because I wanted him to be that better man.
Oh, I see.
You see all of the things that he's going through that are either happening to him or he's creating for himself, and then having to live with those consequences. But either way, yeah. Big surprise.
Okay.
So
big surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Should we go to the chat since we've ignored everybody for a while?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Yep. Mutual love for Chappie. Absolutely. Yeah. Best part of Chappie was when she throws around Hugh Jackman, and that haircut that Hugh Jackman has.
It's great.
Ooh, Tough Cookie listened to Say Nothing on the audiobook. Oh my gosh, that
Interesting.
yeah. My wife was going to read the book. I think she probably still will, but she might have to take a while now because the series is so palpable,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
heavy.
Too fresh in
Uh,
your mind.
yeah, there's not enough backstory on Lucius within Gladiator 2. Agreed. Yeah, they didn't give a lot of development on almost everybody. So yeah, yeah, they did. It was spoon fed to us. I think that's what I didn't like also, but it was fun. So there you go. Yeah, see, that's it. I mean, it's loaded with issues, and yet as an entertainment escape type of thing,
Mm.
it's fun. Uh, oh my gosh. Okay, so Badger mother told me she was so scared during the Troubles as civilians were being targeted in English shopping centers, so handbags
Oh,
were often searched.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah, about out with a baby too. Yeah, that would be even be because we see some things in here that it's like, ooh, that's.
It's kind of how we're feeling at the moment, to be honest. England and especially
Mm-hmm.
France, because the trajectories
Mm-hmm.
of those intercontinental missiles, they have that capability. Interesting world we live at the moment.
Yes. Yes. Oh. Mad Titan's going to be binging Lioness season 2.
Nice.
Tough Cookie. I know Robbie Williams because he's been on the Graham Norton show, which is a spectacular show. But there
Such a
you
good
go.
show. Yeah.
But if you liked his personality there, the very snarky and sarcastic, I'm thinking that's how he came across on Graham Norton because that's how he comes across in the movie. Like, I mean, he's self-effacing also, but yeah. Lioness is the best show on TV right now.
Yeah, I can see that. It's quality writing, it's good drama, execute. I mean, you got A-list actors there that normally do big budget, and they've decided to be in a TV series. You know, it's good. Then I'm more and more. I'm liking some of Tyler Sheridan's stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that he
I
did that. He must have like a deal with Paramount to just
I don't
like,
know. He does
here's,
everything. Paramount.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, he's got a diverse portfolio considering the different shows that's up there with Paramount, but nonetheless, quality. Yeah,
and funny enough, because you don't gravitate as much to character driven stories, his stories are very character
they're very
driven.
character driven. Yeah. What it
So
is, they need to have a gun and be American.
and be
America.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Oh, can't stand Robbie. Been a show off and so full of himself. Yes, and that comes through in the movie also. I mean, he is raw and vulnerable, and so
I think like I like some of his music. I even know some of the songs, but like having seen him on like loads of interviews and stuff, the way he comes across is not a person I would ever want to hang out with. Yeah.
yeah. I think this does a good job of humanizing him
Mm,
and showing the growth that he makes as a person
mm,
because he made such selfish decisions for so much of his life, which is also gets some explanation. It doesn't excuse it, and he doesn't look to excuse it, but it informs and educates the outside perspective on him of why
for
and
sure.
how he did certain things.
He
So,
reminds me a lot of the lead from Oasis.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
which funny
very
enough,
much.
Nolan Liam make an appearance in this. Not
Not
them,
surprised.
but actors portraying them. But
Yeah,
yeah,
not surprised at all. Yeah.
because there is a connection,
Mm,
which I didn't know about. So,
okay.
if you could travel to another fictional reality from a book or a film and take who you wanted, is there anywhere you would prefer? Yours would be the Star Trek universe, perhaps, mostly Utopia. I'm thinking not Utopia the series, right?
Oh yeah,
Because that was
not Utopia. That's not a place you want to visit. But Star Trek,
no.
hell yeah, that or no, because Lord of the Rings I'd die in for sure. But Star Trek I have a chance to survive. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would take my family.
I'd be eaten by a Balrog or something if I went to Middle Earth.
If I had my phone, I will take a picture and then check to see if you're okay. Not the other way around. um, I could go to the animated 100 Acre Woods. I don't want to go where
Not the
the
live
psychotic.
action version.
No, I don't want that psychotic version. Yeah, exactly. Because that would be a happy place.
Just eat honey with poo. Not with poo, but with poo bear.
Oh, well, I mean, isn't honey like bee poo?
No, I don't think so.
I
I
don't, I
don't think
don't know.
that's how that works.
That's not how that works.
No.
That's how it looks like it works. I'm gonna say that's how it works because I don't like honey. So, you all are eating bee poo. There you go.
Do you not eat honey?
I don't eat honey. No.
Wow.
I like Honey Nut Cheerios, but
Wow.
yeah. You want to talk
Are
about
we
the movie?
caught-
We're caught up.
Let, let's talk about Predestination with Ethan Hawke. I don't know why I said it like that.
So this was recommended to us like last week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So was this the first time you'd watched it?
I think I've seen it, but I'd
Oh,
forgotten
okay.
it. But
Okay.
if that makes I mean, it is 10 years old.
I have never seen it. This was my first time. Also has Sarah Snook. It's
What a name.
she's in Succession.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good for her.
Time travel movie.
Yes.
Very dark and like the series and Shining Girls and all these where we follow Ethan Hawke, who is an agent, temporal agent, and he's trying to get which I'm glad they say this, but the fizzle bomber.
Yeah.
They call out how stupid of a name that
How
is.
stupid of a name it is, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
which
always
I
hated that
appreciate
name.
because it is stupid.
Yeah.
And so he goes back in time, but he has to keep doing it, and because the fizzle bomber keeps changing the date of this huge bomb that goes off. I guessed parts of it
Yeah.
as
We
we
did,
went
too.
along.
Yeah.
There was one where I suspected but didn't guess.
Agreed.
Towards
Same.
the end.
Yep.
And then the thing for me, I'm just going to get my negative out of the way. Like the biggest negative is I did not appreciate the spoon feeding that happened at the very end of the movie.
At the very end, there was no reason for that. I agree.
I think it's
My,
for people.
my wife literally went like, we don't need that. And then she went, but some people are stupid. So,
That exactly. Yes, that's exactly what. Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I despite being able to guess certain elements, it made my brain hurt as I was trying to
Yes.
like follow the
You got to be
jumps.
careful because if anybody hasn't seen this film,
Yeah.
like one line from us can ruin the film. It is a timey-wimey film.
Mhm.
Ethan Hawke plays it brilliantly. I really liked this, though. I thought it was a unique, different story, brilliantly filmed. Brave feels very right for now as well, which is, it's not preachy. It just feels more probably more prevalent than it was even when it came out.
Yeah.
Love the story. Like you said, dark story.
It really is, and it's it's creative.
I think 12 Monkeys creative with timey-wimey stuff, or even
Yes.
Looper. It's
It's
on that level, and I would say it's probably a film I'll go back to and watch again because I was very surprised by this.
I was too. Like I
Not
was.
that I didn't guess the surprise. I was surprised at the quality of film. That's what I mean. Yeah.
That's exactly because and you can tell that we're being very vague about this because it is
course.
like you
Yeah.
don't want to ruin it at all.
But timey-wimey, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I was, and it's alternate reality.
Yes.
Like when we see the trailers playing in front of me, and so like when we see one of the characters interviewing in front of a panel, and
Yeah.
you realize what they're actually interviewing for, it's horrifying.
Yes.
Right? It's
Yeah.
and disgusting and terrible. And so the We the People, the movie's called Predestination from 2014 with Ethan Hawke and
Ethan
Sarah
Hawke.
Snook. It's on Netflix right now in the U.S. You could probably
UK
Pluto.
as well.
Oh,
Tubi, in UK. Yeah.
okay. So yeah, timey-wimey sci-fi thriller mystery.
Wobbly wobbly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The convolutedness and the complexity of the storytelling, I thought was done well, because there's this part at the beginning where a character tells a story, and I actually forgot. Wait,
I love that bit. It was
right?
fantastic.
I forgot that it was a question and a bet
Yeah.
type of thing to tell a story, and
Yeah.
which was like, because I became so invested, because it wasn't like one of these things that's like, okay, we're going to take 3 minutes or we're going to brush through this. No, this is a huge crux of the story to get character development, to determine all of these facts about somebody, and
Yeah.
I want to say more, but
Whoever recommended this, thank you. This was a great watch. Yeah, like, because often my poor wife Kay, often, because we will tell each other we're gonna choose this movie, and there's a lot of times when it's not great, like, because we choose films that we've never seen most of the time, or it's been a very long time, and so our partners have to sit through a whole bunch of nonsense. But like within 5 minutes of this starting, Kay was like, I'm in. This is great.
yeah, just like what? So thank you.
Yeah, sorry, it's not a very good review, but it's hard to review this one particularly without doing spoilers.
Yeah, because there really is almost anything you say that's
Attached
attached
it's
to
a
the
film.
plot.
It's a film that, as it goes, it explains, or you start understanding. But the more it goes along, the more you start understanding where it came from. It's wibbly wobbly. Yeah.
Yeah. So go see it. And do not look up reviews. Don't look up trailers. Don't look up just go in blind if you enjoy something like that. Should we do our worst? Do you have a worst? Did you already do your worst?
Yeah, no, I didn't do my worst.
Okay.
I do have worst.
I
Okay,
have
so
worst also. Go for it.
okay. Tokyo Overdrive is a new anime that came out this week on Netflix. They did no marketing for it. There is still no trailer for it. The only thing that is being released for this series since is I don't even know if it's an official channel on YouTube, but it's called Netflix Anime, where they kind of upload all sorts of stuff that's to do with anime and everything that's coming out. And they've released a clip. Basically, it's set how long in the future? Tokyo. I better get this right, otherwise people will be very upset with me when I get it wrong. Okay, so in the future, Tokyo, a teenage orphan hacker gets embroiled in a murder case connecting to a drug ring after assassinating. That would have been a much more interesting series. After assisting outcast bikers, revealing the city's dark underbelly beneath its utopian facade. Or more facade. That's not a word, facade.
Could
So-
be. Hey, facade you.
Okay. Hey, facade you. 6 episodes, about 20 minutes. Doesn't give us a lot of time to get to know the characters. The main protagonist, we know she's an orphan, and we know that she gets embroiled into this kind of biker gang. Think Akira, very, very light Akira on, the motorbike scenes. And then
Okay.
think Cyberpunk Edge Runners, but very, very, very light. It's not like 10% as good as any of those. Mostly because, and like I won't even get into the animation just yet, mostly because there's no backstory given to any of our main group. Like the biker, they literally just a bike gang. You know, they've been through stuff together, but there's no time given to develop any of them. There's no backstory. The bad guy or guys or girls are bad. Like I don't know why I have no idea. They're bad.
They are. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I stopped for emphasis of like I don't know why. They're doing bad things and they have to be stopped, and for control and power and all that. It's classic Marvel bad guy, like the Marvel movies where the bad guys are never really as good, except for when Thanos came around. There's not been great bad guys in the Marvel franchise. I use them as an example, but so many films and TV series do this. They just don't. When it comes to anime, you don't really have that sort of excuse because you can do a lot more with animation. You can pack a lot more in it. I would have even liked some, like a dump of exposition or some background on characters, or for really why. Like, so you understand that this girl's a good hacker and the city is controlled by AI around the city. And they're sort of like a Firefly group, the TV series where they're smuggling stuff to get to people from one, hacking through the system. There's a semblance of an interesting story there. But because we don't know anything about the characters at all, like apart from our main protagonist, and even then it's very, very superficial, you don't really care about when they get into like the action. And when it comes to the action, bike rides look quite good. You can see that they're trying to take some of what Arcane did in terms of character movement and even some of the shadowing. There are moments where I was like, oh, that looks cool. But then there are other moments when it just 100% will remind people that watch a lot of anime on Netflix. There's the standalone complex of the Ghost in the Shell animated series where the characters look porcelain, right? So that you have that 3D CG moment, and because it's looked porcelain, you don't get the emotional context of what's happening to our characters because there's no facial movement or barely any. So then you're reliant on the voice actors, and the thing is, none of the voice actors stand out. It's fine. I listened to both English and in Japanese, and I was like, yeah, none of it carries it. So it doesn't elevate it so that you don't mind that the animation is just. So here's the thing: this isn't terrible. It's fine. It's possible. But in a world of anime where Arcane is just out, I can't go. Yeah, go watch this. I will say, watch if you've seen all of Arcane. Watch Arcane again.
On Netflix's media site, they say this is made in collaboration with Yamaha Motor Company Limited and Honda Motor
they're
Company
producers,
Limited.
Yeah, the bikes look amazing in this.
Well, of course they do, because
of course that's where the money is. Yeah.
So are they? Is this like an advertisement? Basically, what's going on?
I don't know how, because I never saw an emblem or a name. They never said Yamaha or any of that. But the bikes look incredible.
Weird.
This could be like a Fast and Furious Akira sort of thing.
Okay.
If you at least gave us those moments of the family, and they have some where they're interacting with each other, like in the warehouse or like in their little garage where they like changing up the motorbikes and getting to know each other a little bit. But that's always like at surface level. There's nothing of meat for me to go that I really care about the character. And maybe I'm expecting too much, but I've seen so much anime from Netflix, and there's stuff out there that's great. Cyberpunk Edge Runners had me in tears. Arcane had me sad and like excited at the same time. So you don't tell me it can't be done. It can.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Mine is the Helicopter Heist on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's a limited series.
This, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, it's not a terrible show. It's just not great. It follows a true case of this, like, basically a daring bank robbery. It's a cash depot in Sweden where it's held like in this building. And so these people, the only way to get to it is to use a helicopter, land, get in there, take the money, get out, no shots fired type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Interesting premise. Yeah.
Yeah. It starts out, though, with this person on the run and him, like, writing a letter, recording something for his wife. And so it's then flashing back, to 6 months before the heist, 2 months before, 3 weeks before, day of, whatever, all these things. And so we're following all of the characters that are supposedly involved in the heist, and then also from the perspective of the police. One of the problems is that I don't care about anybody in this at all. Like, and then when I do get like some backstory on them, I still don't care. There's not been a reason where it's like, yes, I should be invested in you. I should care about if I want you to be a good guy, or, if something bad happens to you or your family life, your choices are affecting your family life. The movie, the pacing is like Heat, kind of, where it's very slow at the beginning and it just, it draws out. They reference Heat in the movie.
What?
Or in the series. Yeah. But what they don't do is Heat gives us incredible character development and depth so that we are conflicted on who we actually root for.
Yeah, I mean, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro scene is used in film, like I mean, in film class in studies because of how good it is.
Yeah, and I mean, tell me, at different times, are you not rooting for Robert De Niro?
Of course.
I mean, you want him to get away, you want him to, things like this. But you
also Val Kilmer, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. And not Michael Madsen at all.
Not at all, no.
Yeah. But so there's all of this conflict in that movie. This one, while it is a slow pace, which is not necessarily a bad thing, it's with characters who could be interesting, could be endearing or engaging, and yet I just am left with this ambivalency to all of them. And so really what happened is this became a slog to get through. It's 8 episodes.
I thought it was a movie. It's 8 episodes?
Yes.
Boy, did they string that out.
Yeah, about 40-ish minutes each. Now, here's the thing. Like I had said, the people who are supposedly involved, this is the one interesting thing about the film is that the way that this, yes, thank you, series. The way that it was carried out, the real heist, very little evidence was ever left behind.
Huh.
So they could only confidently prosecute one person. And that person never said a thing about any of the other people that were involved.
Wow.
However, even though they could not prove from evidence that a person was involved, some of the people were convicted and sentenced to things. Yeah. So it was very interesting. So the arguments must have been through whatever that they created a compelling enough case.
Wow.
To be able to convince, jurors or the legal system, however that works.
Yeah.
So and it's not a casual watch either. That's the thing. That you have to watch and you have to pay attention, and yet it's so just unengaging at times. Oh. Like like it really could have been cut way down.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't care about the characters. So
yeah. I won't be watching this, Chris.
Yeah. Okay. I don't blame you. Should we go to the chat and then finish up with the thing we're looking forward to? Or what?
Yeah, let's do the thing what we're looking forward to and then finish up with the chat.
Okay, we'll do that.
Shall we? Yeah.
Yep. Go for it.
Oh, no, you go for it.
Oh, I have to pull up my calendar.
Okay. The Madness.
Yes.
We're both, yeah, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Coleman Domingo limited series coming to Netflix on Thursday the 28th.
Mm.
Um, I got the screeners and my wife saw it on the preview row in our on our Netflix account and she was like, "Oh." She has also been looking for it. Like I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is like out of anything that's coming out this week that I really really cared about, that was like the biggie." So,
Okay. So since you chose the madness, I will choose an anime. There is a psychological horror anime coming to Netflix with unique art style called Mononoke, which yeah, it's a film, not a series. So that's nice. One and done.
what is it called?
M- m-
Mononoke?
Mononoke, yeah.
How do you spell that?
Mononoke. Mononoke, the
Oh,
Phantom in the Rain. Yeah,
ooh.
yeah. And
Wha-
it's a horror,
Oh,
so it's going to be interesting.
that is okay. Is it a Oh, it's a film. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
it's a film.
No, it's a
Yeah,
film.
yeah, it's
Oh,
a film.
okay. Nice. They
So I'm
barely have
excited
anything
about
on
that.
their site though about this, at least for the
Yeah,
US.
yeah.
Hmm.
There's basically nothing about it. Uh, there's also going to be a bunch of Christmas stuff coming out now every week, which I'm sure Chris will review a few of, like Our Little Secret. I'm sure you're gonna.
I have that one.
I
Yeah.
knew it. See,
Yeah.
I
That's the
knew it.
one with I think Lindsay Lohan, right?
Yes, 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 it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here it is again, just for everybody in case you're like, why would Chris even want you? Okay. So like the bar for movies is right in the middle, right? I mean, you just go in, no expectation, just so if no expectation for the movie, rom-coms down about here, not a high bar to jump over to make it just enjoyable and fun. You can't see the Christmas rom-coms. It's like you have to just not suck or not annoy me. There have been some that that do that.
There have been. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm looking forward to watching Love Hard again.
oh my gosh, yes, absolutely.
That's like one of my favorites now to watch
Yearly
over
watch.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's all I. Well, oh, you know what? September 5 might be coming out. September. It's a
Why is a
uh
movie called December 5th coming out in December?
because it's from the 72 Munich games.
Oh, the
But it's
five.
no. It happened in I didn't it happen in September 5th,
Oh, I don't know.
1970
Yeah.
something. It I believe it's a German production,
Oh,
and
is it a
so I'm
series? A
no,
movie?
it's a movie coming to theaters.
Oh,
So it may not have wide distribution yet.
no, I don't think it
Um,
does.
I'm looking forward to this so much though. So yeah, and anyway,
Okay,
there you go. Yeah. Okay.
interesting.
Um, all right, we'll go back to the chat.
Yep.
Bee Poo Nut Cheerios. Yeah. See.
All right, that's where we got up to eating
Yeah.
food with honey.
Eat honey with poo.
Oh, there we go.
Bee barf. Yeah. Next Mission Impossible going to be the last. Such a perfect film franchise.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the end of the actual Mission Impossible franchise, though. They have hinted, or at least
it's
rumors.
certainly the end of Ethan Hunt's
Yes.
storyline, and I really want him to be allowed to live and go off like and live with one of the partners he's chosen. Because
Yeah.
seriously, that guy has been through enough. It's basically Jack Bauer.
He's been running for like 20 something years.
Seriously, I watched the new trailer for the, and he's like, there's a wicked couple of sequences where he's like, good lord, he's running again. Yeah,
That's all they just need to see. That should only be the trailer.
that should be
Tom
the trailer.
Cruise running.
He's like, I'm in. I'm in.
The final reckoning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, going back to Predestination,
Mm.
Ethan Hawke, favorite actor.
I love
And
Ethan Hawke. Like his
yeah.
acting. Gattaca is one of my favorite that people like an underrated gem.
I don't know if I've seen that or if I have. It's been like forever.
Yeah. I mean, it
So
is old, but I love Gattaca. It's great.
nice. Oh, okay. So Crochet Wild and Listen, you were probably the one that that
might have been
recommended
me.
that. So thank you for that. That was that was great. Ethan Hawke definitely.
Loves him in Black Phone.
Oh, he was so creepy in Black Phone.
Mm.
But I always go back to Dead Poet Society. Also,
Of course, yeah,
just
classic.
the whole But that's an ensemble cast also.
Yes, it is.
So, but Mi- Mission Impossible, false advertising. How many successful missions?
Mission Possible. If you're Ethan
Yes.
Hawke, yeah, not Ethan Hawke,
Yeah.
Ethan Hunt.
Hunt. Same. They're really the same person. It's his incognito. He's an actor. Yes, but they are fun. Yeah, and Tom is a force of nature. Yeah, I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna do action movies as long as he can do action movies.
I would have asked him. That's his like. It's like Jackie Chan doing his own stunts. Still.
Which is crazy. Yeah. I need to start watching anime again. Go. Mad Titan. Oh, your food is almost here. Thai green curry and pineapple fried rice. Well, you may already be gone because this was like
He's
10 minutes
probably
ago.
gone. So,
Yeah. But Mad Titan, we're glad. We're glad you were here. And let's see. Yeah, going back to your Tokyo override, stick to building bikes.
Mhm.
But Cyberpunk, yeah, you said, and I've heard a lot of people say that it is
It's
just
so good. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, Asaf is coming the end of November on Thursday as well to Netflix, and that's gonna be Mariah Carey. Yes.
Brilliant.
She's waking from
All she
hibernation.
wants from Christmas.
Oh, that's okay. Oh goodness. Well, we're glad you're all here. That's everything, everybody. So don't forget, Ruben, do you have anything else before I just sign off?
I don't know. What more do you want from me?
Nothing. You're great. We the People does want to know about if we've watched Silo.
Yeah, I was going to review it, but they gave us 9 out of 10 episodes. So, I just can't do a review, especially on this, because I've read all the books. So I know what the ending is going to be, and I need to have watched that. So I'll probably do a review when it's all out. Binge watch it over a couple of days because I know it's going to be good. Rebecca Ferguson's incredible. So
yeah, she is. All right. Yes, Crochet Wildness, and thank you. We hope you have a great week as well. Everybody, don't forget, like, share, subscribe on YouTube. You can also check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/thebearded ones. It is £1. Gets you in there. Over 100 videos. That's a ridiculous amount. Some are outside the paywall too, so you can check out just to even see if is it even something that you care about, don't want to participate in, totally fine, but we do love our little community there. Some great recommendations. Also, some tiers allow you to make me watch anime. So that's just how it is. Oh, goodness. But, all right, friends, yeah, I think that is about it. We're at... We the People, Silo is on Apple, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, it's an Apple.
I think so. Yeah.
Original, yeah.
So,
Unless you're
Matthew.
talking about the Bearded Ones Patreon. Yeah.
Oh, the Patreon. That's a good question. Yeah. Patreon is at patreon.com/thebeardedones. There you go. It's in the description also. So,
yes.
Matthew, we appreciate you. Also, everybody, hey, thanks so much again.
Thanks.
Yeah. And, okay, yeah, Patreon, I think. So, yes, you're welcome. Appreciate it. All right, everybody, that's it. Gonna say bye-bye until next week. All right, we'll see you.
Toodles.